In an era where a tweet can trigger a stock market plunge and a pandemic can disrupt global supply chains, understanding macroeconomics is not just useful, it's essential. Macroeconomics does not merely unravel the complex tapestry of global finance, it provides the tools to forecast, analyze, and most importantly, influence global economic trends. This essay will embark on a simplified journey through the realm of macroeconomics, making the arcane tenets of global finance accessible and engaging. Macroeconomics examines the forest, not just the trees. It considers the entire economy, providing a bird's-eye view crucial for policy-making and economic forecasting. By studying aggregates such as total national output and income, macroeconomics assesses the health and direction of an economy. It's the science behind economic decisions that affect everything from national interest rates to public spending. Here, we decode how these large-scale economic operations influence global financial landscapes, impacting everything from your local supermarket to international trade agreements. Understanding its principles is the first step to demystifying how economic policies are formulated and the rationale behind them. This knowledge is crucial for anyone looking to grasp the nuances of economic debates and decisions that shape the world. Gross domestic product, or GDP, is often seen as the thermometer of an economy's health. It measures the total output of goods and services within a particular period, providing a snapshot of economic activity. High GDP indicates robust economic health, while a decline signals a potential recession. Inflation and unemployment are equally telling. Inflation reflects the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising. High inflation can erode purchasing power, while deflation can signal weak demand. The unemployment rate, meanwhile, measures the percentage of the labor force that is jobless and actively seeking employment. These indicators are not just numbers. They are vital tools for policymakers, investors, and businesses to gauge economic trends and make informed decisions. Understanding these metrics allows us to predict economic cycles and mitigate potential crises. Monetary policy, managed by central banks, involves regulating money supply and interest rates. It's a primary tool for controlling inflation and stabilizing the currency. For instance, lowering interest rates can stimulate economic growth by making borrowing cheaper, thus encouraging spending and investment. Fiscal policy, on the other hand, is the domain of the government. It includes tax policies and government spending. A government might increase spending or cut taxes to boost economic activity during a downturn, a process known as fiscal stimulus. These tools, while powerful, must be used judiciously as they have long-term implications on an economy's health and stability. They illustrate the balancing act that governments and central banks must perform to foster economic stability and growth. Exchange rates, the price at which one currency can be exchanged for another, influence global finance significantly. They affect how countries trade with each other, the price of imported and exported goods, and even the return on foreign investments. Several factors affect exchange rates, including interest rates, economic stability, and inflation. For example, if a country's interest rates rise, its currency usually strengthens due to the influx of investments seeking higher returns. Understanding these dynamics is essential for businesses and investors who operate on an international scale, as fluctuations can significantly impact profitability and investment decisions. Comparative advantage is a key economic theory that explains why countries specialize in certain products and then trade with others. It's the foundation of modern international trade and supports the argument for a global market in which countries benefit from the efficient allocation of resources. However, macroeconomic policies can influence how freely these goods move across borders. Tariffs, quotas, and trade agreements all play roles in shaping the landscape of international trade, affecting prices, supply chains, and global economic relationships. These theories and policies not only dictate trade practices but also influence global economic alliances and conflicts. Understanding them is crucial for navigating the complexities of international trade and economics. Interest rates set by central banks are pivotal in controlling economic growth and inflation. They dictate borrowing costs, influence consumer spending, and affect investment returns. Lower rates generally promote borrowing and spending, boosting economic activity, while higher rates might cool an overheated economy. The global impact of interest rates is profound. They influence exchange rates and international capital flows. For instance, if a country raises its interest rates, it often attracts foreign capital, appreciating its currency and impacting global trade dynamics. Investors and policymakers must understand these impacts to make decisions that will ensure economic stability and growth, both domestically and internationally. Globalization has knitted economies together, creating a tapestry of interdependence that can spread both prosperity and economic disturbances. It has allowed countries to specialize and benefit from economies of scale, but it has also made them more susceptible to external shocks. Macroeconomics provides the tools to manage these challenges by understanding the flow of goods, services, and capital across borders. This understanding helps in crafting policies that can protect economies from global disruptions while reaping the benefits of a connected world market. Technology continually reshapes the economic landscape. Innovations like blockchain and artificial intelligence are revolutionizing sectors from finance to manufacturing, necessitating updates to economic policies and models. For economists, staying ahead means continuously integrating new technologies into their analyses, ensuring that macroeconomic policies remain relevant and effective. For instance, digital currencies are challenging traditional financial systems and policies around the world. Adapting to these changes is crucial for economic stability and growth, highlighting the dynamic nature of macroeconomics in the face of technological advancement. Economic crises such as the 2008 financial meltdown or the 2020 pandemic-induced recession test the mettle of macroeconomists and policymakers. These events require robust economic tools and an in-depth understanding of macroeconomic principles to navigate and mitigate their impacts. Macroeconomics offers a framework for understanding these crises and crafting strategies that can alleviate their effects. Learning from past crises, economists can develop more resilient economic systems that can withstand future shocks. Macroeconomics is more than an academic discipline. It is a vital toolkit for understanding and managing the global economy. As we continue to face economic challenges and opportunities, from shifts in global trade dynamics to technological innovations, the principles of macroeconomics will guide key economic decisions and strategies. Armed with this knowledge, policymakers, businesses, and individuals can make more informed decisions that promote sustainable economic growth and stability, ensuring a prosperous future for all. As the global landscape evolves, the importance of macroeconomics in navigating this complex terrain remains undiminished.